Bears. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. So this week, my Care Bears, on the 8th, acknowledge the pain instead of running away from the discomfort. Sit in it. Acknowledging the wounds is the first step towards healing. Implement discipline. Focus on establishing healthy daily routines and addressing health concerns, but avoid being overly rigid with your health. Okay, turn pain into wisdom. Your experiences during this time can become a source of profound wisdom, a way to help others with similar struggles. Others of you could be fighting with other family members because you don't want to be vulnerable or you don't want to go there emotionally with them. You can expect disagreements happening this week. Show your love and support and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Right now I'm at 4,870 subscribers. I really want to grow my channel, so make sure to like, subscribe, and share. So on the 9th, you may have to reassess how well your job and your daily routine suits your objectives and your goals in life. Difficulties in this area may lead to health issues such as arthritis, osteoporosis, or bone-related ailments. You may find it hard to get away from other responsibilities. Intentions that you had in the past may be running at odds with what you're doing now. You may find you have to adjust your goals or suit the more realistic expectations that you are aware of now that weren't apparent to you in the past. It is possible that the events of this time take you completely by surprise, and you could be met with an impasse that leaves you feeling uncertain or your direction in life, such as it is common to change careers or have significant restructuring of your daily life. Then on the 10th at 7:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Neptune goes direct. The rose-colored glasses come back on one last time in the sign of Aries, in the sign of Pisces, because in the sign of Aries, it's kind of like strap your bootstraps up, and in the sign of Pisces, it's the rose-colored glasses. So this is a call to action to align your deep, transformative inner life with your daily routine and responsibilities, finding innovative ways to be authentically yourself and manage shared resources while embracing more spiritual aligned lifestyle. Your intuition and creative imaginations are very strong at this time, which is not good for you. So don't intrigue your feelings so much because you're like overthinking, overanalyzing now, and you're kind of running with your emotions like on like full speed, and it's kind of like you're assuming like way too much, and it's like, wow, okay, but it's like the way you're running is kind of like, we're all gonna die, we're all gonna die. It's like bam, it's like slap out of it, we're all not gonna die, we're still here. So you really need to like be grounded at this time while you're trying to listen to your intuition. I always find like sleep really works for me if I'm really trying to listen to my intuition, or delving into meditation, okay? Because those two things will help you and guide you with your intuition and keep you a bit grounded, okay? So you need to ground yourself during this time period because you could be running away with your imagination at this time and you see what you want to see, okay? You can experience psychic events or strange coincidences. A great time for writers, or you could be writing more than usual. Also, this is a fine time to begin learning a musical instrument, delving into metaphysics or philosophy. Then on the 11th at 5:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Sagittarius in the 3rd house. Lots of communications going on, a great time for business picking up. You can find yourself more out and about or socializing more than usual, or running around town and running errands during this Sagittarius season. So busy, busy, busy. Many ideas, new possibilities run across your mind. It may be hard to seize one idea long enough to even write out notes for them because we're still in Mercury shadow period here. I feel also your neighborhood becomes more interesting and filled with gossip. in rumors or chance encounters with this energy. Drive carefully as you're mentally active at this time and your mind is accelerated now. You're apt to jump to conclusions without examining all the facts here with this energy. You need to slow down and think, or you may develop nervous headaches. Those are some of you may be prone to panic attacks. Should just simplify your life. Your impatience make it difficult to carry out disciplined mental work or boring repetitive things at this time with this energy here. Is that all the big words you know how to say? So I want to be important. Mars in Sagittarius in the second house. The focus is more towards the car, I feel, because Mars is in there. So Friday, be careful. Oh, Mars in your third house. Sorry. So you can be accident prone. Careful with the road rage. This could cause a lot of confusion, lack of clarity, potential deception, or dreamy, unfocused energy in tasks, leading to scattered efforts, feeling like you're spinning your wheels, or a need to find spiritual purpose in your routine, and blurred lines between dreams and reality in your daily life. Or again, you see what you want to see at this time because you're intriguing the South Node in Virgo and you're kind of running with the energies, and Uranus is in retrograde in your 8th house. So it's not really helping you with your perspective. You're very sensitive, you're very rebellious at this time with this energy here, and you tend to want to control the situations going on around you. Okay, so make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for the 3 likes. I'm trying to grow my channel, so help me grow by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Right now I'm at 4,870 subscribers. So the first card I come up with is the King of Cups. You can be a stickler for the rules at this time with this energy. Alrighty, so I do see that coming up for you. The Queen of Coins, for some of you, the focus on your relationships here, so there could be some control issues, or the focus on mother side of your family here, and this is you trying to take on more of a matriarch or patriarchal situation with the women in your life at this time, or trying to control the situations around you in regards to the women in your life at this time. So there could be some power struggles, shoulda, woulda, coulda, regrets. You could be tolerating certain situations in your life and not really speaking up and just kind of like allowing other people to be in control. I do see power struggles coming up. Okay, so this could be you should have spoken up or said something, so you may regret your decisions later on. Okay, so I do see that happening. The 4 of Coins talks about stability here, so be careful with your money situation because other people could be talking you right out of your money this week with this energy because you're super gullible. You like being in crisis situations with others and dealing with their crisis situations, but other people, they're not like in the crisis situation. Whatever you think is going on is not going on. So I really wouldn't go believing others. You could definitely be scammed out of your money this week with this energy. The High Priestess card, I do see unrequited love here. So you can be obsessed with somebody that got away with this energy. Some of you, this is a great time for business picking up here as well. Or you could be secretly having a secret bank account somewhere else and putting your money away somewhere else at this time with this energy. So I do see that. Or you're working under the table here, so I do see that as well for some of you. The Death card does bring about changes here, so intuitively you're going into the direction of change this week with this energy, so I do see that coming up. I'm Haitian. Thank you. What my opinion about black people? My dad is black. Half my family is black. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? You ignorant? God. I didn't know we were still stuck in the 80s. Jesus Christ. Evolve, damn it. Evolve. Oh my God. God. That's so... Like, my dad is black. I mean, shoot. Like, seriously. I hate that shit. I hate that ignorant, ignorant mentality. Like, evolve. Do us a favor and evolve. Okay, get unstuck. Get unstuck in your nasty way of thinking. Nasty. Not going anywhere way of thinking. Okay, fix yourself. And then maybe you'll grow. That's what I pick up from that person. Very ignorant, not doing anything, sits in his room, sucking his lips every time. That's what I pick up from you. Very nasty. So anyways, this is a time of transformation. This also is a time of profound introspection. This is why I don't socialize. I can't. And I stay by myself. This is why. Because it's like, oh, you're ugly. Oh my God. I need like, you know, that's what I picked up, Dave. I'm sorry. That's what I picked up. A very nasty, ignorant, not going anywhere, selfish person that would steal your wallet if he could kind of person. And then he gets all depressed and frustrated and sits in his room, his 1-bedroom apartment room where he might be renting with other people. It is a very, very loser mentality. Okay? Like, I can get into it. I can get into it with that one. Oh yeah. Throw your energy at me. Watch what I can do. All right, so this is a transformative time. This is a time of major decisions, transformation, life changes coming up for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Ugh. I'm gonna take a shower. Dave, let's stop. Let's let this one be the last one because I gotta pray and stuff because that was just nasty. The 6 of Cups. I do feel like some of you here, you may be receiving a message from the past. I need to sage my ass because you're just nasty. You're just a nasty, nothing, don't even have a car person. Probably don't even have a job. I do see a second childhood coming up for some of you. Some of you, opportunities are coming back from the past at this time. So you're revisiting old opportunities here, second chances. The World card, the world works in your favor during this time period as well. So I do see that. I do see like there's a completion coming up here. New beginnings are happening. Some of you are ending karmic cycles at this time. The 10 of Wands. Be careful of the amount of responsibilities that you take. Some of you are taking on other people's karma at this time with this energy. So I do see that coming up for you. Alrighty. I do see you releasing yourself from certain burdens, so you may stop helping other people at this time. You could also remove yourself from certain situations that you no longer benefit through, or you may have lost that loving feeling with your partner. So this has been like an on again, off again relationship. So it's up to you what you want to do, because it's like if you're gonna move on, then move on. You know, because you keep going back and forth with this relationship. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? You know, and it's like, go already, you know. So it's kind of like that, but you don't want to go because you feel like, you know, this person provides for you, this person gives you a sense of security, of stability, so that kind of thing, of security. So you're not really trying to release this person until you're in a good place financially. But it could be a situation here where you may need to leave the situation for a couple of years or so until you make it by yourself and start being more self-reliant on you. The Tower card does bring about Pluto energy here. A very transformative energy is coming up for you as well. Some of you, this could be like certain foundations in your life no longer apply anymore. So that could be happening for some of you here as well. So you could be really starting over in your life. This could be like self-prophesizing. So I would be very careful with the self-prophesizing at this time with this energy. So if you keep saying like, I want to leave, you know, you could actually do that, you know, and you could actually leave. And then this time there is no coming back into a relationship. So I do see that. So you need to be careful here with the thoughts. The Moon card, I feel like this could be you romanticizing the changes that are coming up here as well. But the problem is that when you're going through the changes, going and saying are two different things. Doing and saying it is two different animals here. Yeah, let's do it to Libra. This will be our last one. And then, yeah. So, because I just didn't appreciate the negativity like that and just being so nasty, you know. This is also maturity at this time with this energy here as well. And this is you reacting to unexpected challenges and things of that nature a little bit differently. Maybe we're just so used to bad things happening to us that we just don't react anymore, and now we're just numb to it. So now it's kind of like, okay. Okay. You know, it's like it happens so many times. It's kind of like, okay, you know. So that could be happening. The Page of Coins, I feel like business could be picking up at this time with this energy here as well. The Nine of Wands, don't intrigue that Virgo energy, overthinking, overanalyzing things at this time. Okay, that's not your intuition, that's just your emotional self, and you running with your emotional self. Okay, there's a big difference. Your intuition, if it does that, then you have to know yourself first. I think that you really have to know and understand your emotional self in order to understand your intuition. Okay, is what you have to do. Because a lot of times people will be like, I'm psychic, and then they'll be wishing bad on their enemy or whoever they're jealous of or not getting along with, and that's not intuition. You know, intuition is something natural, it's very spontaneous. You know, it doesn't, unless you're like getting paid to do a reading, it comes. But if you're not getting paid to do a reading, it doesn't, it's like it just comes very subtle sometimes, and then sometimes it's not so subtle. Like when I sleep at night, I love to sleep because it's like when I close my eyes, I have dreams. I sit there and I dream the whole time, you know, and it's like, you know, and I'm very sensitive to that. And then not only do I dream, but then I also get people's dead coming to me and letting me know that they're dead, and I don't like that. So like, for example, like I like sleep with like a lot of crystals, and I sleep with like cathedrals and stuff because they protect me from like people's dead people like trying to talk to me. You know, it's not fun when people have overdoses, and you know, when you come back to me or any other medium, for me, in my experience, you come back as a demon. Like, you don't even come back normal looking. Like, you come back as a demon. Like, your face is like all like this and open, and it's black inside, and then I just see your skin like holding on to the mouth, and you're just like that the whole time. I don't like that. I don't like that, you know. So it's scary. Sometimes it's scary, but then when you get so used to it, it's kind of like, but I do sleep with like a lot of freaking crystals. But you know, but you have to understand the difference between your emotional self, you know, and like, you have to know the difference. You have to have like a certain level of self-awareness. Yeah. When you do like fentanyl and stuff like that, or if you do alcohol and stuff and you're an alcoholic, yeah, they got demons. One time my friend fell asleep at the wheel of a car, almost got in a car accident by himself and hit a parked car, and I swear to God, at the end of my bed were 3 women, and they looked like crows. They had the beaks of crows, and they had eyes, and they were like looking at me like this, and their hair was feathered, and they had feathers everywhere, and they were cackling and laughing and stuff like that. And I woke my ex-husband up and I said, I think somebody's dead. And so it was somebody that had a drug problem or alcohol problem, and it was one of my friends. And I was like, and Jared said, nope. And he said, so and so fell asleep at the wheel. And I told him to tell so-and-so he better never do that again, because, and he told him, he said, you have demons, and there are 3 of them, and they're crows, and Marie saw them. And he was like, he still drinks, but he doesn't drink like at the thing. Yeah. So the 9 of coins, so it's like that. So some of you could be moving at this time. Some of you, you're scared of the endings that you're supposed to be coming up with, because you're changing your emotional DNA. You're working on the ego. This is death of ego, because you are letting go of self-imposed limitations at this time with this energy. The Knight of Wands, I do see traveling coming up for some of you. I do see a secret admirer here. You know who it is. You both are obsessed with each other and been obsessed with each other for a while. The Four of Swords, I do see you delving into spirituality, trying to manifest this person into your life at this time. The Two of Wands, you're very cerebral and in your head about things, planning, strategizing your next move with this energy here. The Page of Swords, other people could be watching you a little bit closely. You may have words of wisdom and advice to give to other people that other people are willing to pay for at this time. The Nine of Swords, this is dealing with depression. A lot of nines here. So there's an end. Nines represent to me endings, and either positive endings or negative endings, and the Nine of Coins is here, so it's kind of like you're contemplating the changes that you want to make. So you have one foot in the door and one foot out of the door when it comes to certain situations in your life, so you're not so quick to leave a situation. Okay, so you're kind of like in one foot out the other foot. Okay, so that's what I see going on. The Three of Cups, I feel like, you know, your emotional connection to people or at work is what's, I know you want to get out, but you're going to have to be patient. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Thank you. I swear he understands English. So this is a time of contemplation here, because your emotional attachments to people and situations is what's keeping you where you are. So you're complacent, but then at the same time, you're restless for change and wanting change. Some of you, you may manifest this change, and then you're going to be very scared and then run back to what is safe and what is comfortable for you. And then others of you, it's going to be a very hard energy time for you. The Star card, manifesting what you want. You are a giver this Christmas season, and you can be going above and beyond for others, maybe too much above and beyond for others here, to the point where it looks like you're more, instead of giving, you're kind of showing off your wealth to others. You know, you're playing the keeping up with the Joneses game. So this is not actual giving, this is actually something else. Okay, so if you're gonna give for the sake of giving with this energy, not showing everybody, look how powerful I am, look what I can do for you. You know, I know, honey, give me a moment. The Temperance card, I feel like you can be more about your sanity during this time period. The Six of Wands, I feel for some of you here that this is a popular energy time for you. All eyes are on you at this time, or other people could be relying on you financially, and you appreciate that because it makes you feel important. Okay, I see this is accomplishment, success coming, recognition coming up for you, stability and confidence is happening for you. The Seven of Swords, I feel like you're very secretive at this time in regards to your thoughts and feelings or what's going on with your personal life. You tend to keep it more to yourself at this time. And then the Queen of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, there is another source of income coming into you. So one of your little pots are boiling. I do see other people being jealous of you. So this is a time to just like keep to yourself, or don't show off your wealth at this time with this energy as well. Alrighty. And some of you are dealing with karma at this time, or watching other people get their karma and feeling sorry for them. But the reason why you're watching it is because you're supposed to watch it, because they did that to you in a past life. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And tonight I'll be going through Scorpio and Pisces. So kisses.